Good morning. I don't know if the Wi Fi is going to support. Nobody's here. Let's see if I can get Peter to get on. Yeah. Can you go on my live to see if it's working? See if I'm streaming good or not? That'll make me decide if I'm going to do it or not. Oh, it says one viewer. It says check your internet connection. Whoever's here, can you let me know if it's working? Oh my God, I go through this even at home. But here in Canada, there's no cell, it's just Wi Fi. And I'm not sure how good it is. So there was a post, just going to start talking. There was a post that I put on. Oh, holy shit, I can look at it myself. So I put on a post of oh, okay. Thank you, honey. About kindness being the highest form of intelligence. And this just hit me so deeply. In a world where intelligence is often measured by degrees, titles, and accomplishments, we tend to overlook the profound wisdom in simple acts of kindness. Because all those degrees, all the accomplishments, all of that stuff that your mind holds as I did good. See, I did good. Good morning, Cynthia. Um, um, so, Peter, there should be something underneath because Cynthia just commented there should be something saying, like, says write a comment somewhere under it. Anyway, yeah, any of those accolades like trophies or, boy, I had no idea it was going to go here. Any accomplishments. I'm not saying that those are bad. Okay. All right. That's okay, honey. I don't know why. The accomplishments hold up the me, the I did good, look at what I did. But it's only covering the other thought that I did bad. That thought, feel like, say you, stop, honey, please. That I did bad is more prevalent. That I, or that me that we think we are. I had to own this week. Something happened that was completely innocent. There was no malicious intent on my part at one bit, but it was taken that way because, well, it doesn't matter why, but I had to sit with because the blast that came at me of, you make me so mad. I just had to sit with, I'm a horrible person. Because that me comes along with a shadow. So Lori took on the idea that she has to be the nice girl, the kind one, it really comes naturally to be kind. It's just automatic. I don't even think about it. And there was no intention of anything unkind for what happened. It was just, I see how life perfectly put this all into place for me to see how this me keeps the kindness as a good thing, as a identity. She's kind, she's nice, which wouldn't do. Okay, so this can be horrible. There's always a darker side that's living underneath. Good morning, Margie. Thank you for being here, both of you. And Peter. Anyway, so I sat with, I'm a horrible person. I'm a horrible person. Because the me can be anything, but it's not who you are. The essence of who you are is pure love. But we've taken on this idea of a me that can be horrible, but we don't want to look at it. So we judge other people as horrible. And I'm a victim of them. They did this to me. Feel that. Any time in your life that's felt like somebody did something to you hurts. It only hurts because your body is letting you know that it's not true. Nobody's doing anything to anybody here. You can look at this. If you could think of the picture, like say you're looking down on your character walking through life. That's a different advantage, right? A higher advantage of looking as your avatar is doing its thing. And it's happy, sad, frustrated, angry, all of it. It does. But you, who you really are, isn't affected by any of it. It isn't touching who you really are. That thing that was never born and is not going to die. A thing. See, I can't even, it's not a thing. Your mind is going to try to understand what it is. I keep freezing up. Oh. This is so good too. And this is for me too. It's not just for anybody who's listening. This is coming through. Lori, when there's a stream of this, she's not the one saying any of this. It's literally the spirit where we all originate from. That innocence, that nothingness. It's really nothing. And that's what we're so afraid of. When we start waking up to this, it's fearful to be nothing. Because your mind, the me, doesn't want this to ever end. Wants to go on forever. Wants to live forever. When you're attached to this body as what you are, it doesn't want to end. It wants to be something, do something grand, something, wow. I'm telling you guys, this is for me too. Just being is all that's necessary. Literally, like a girlfriend said that she was up at 2 a.m. Being up in the middle of the night, there's no distraction to keep you away from those thoughts. You could start, like she ended up doing something which stops you from going there. We're so afraid to go within, which is where You'll find the love that you are. That's without identifying with voice saying, I did something wrong, they did something wrong to me. All of that angst and fear and upset of what is. Can you imagine just accepting what is just because it is and flowing with it and not getting upset? Now, I'm not saying that being upset is horrible, but it's a possibility to just flow with whatever's happening. Somebody said, well, I don't know if I talked about the near death experience guy. One of them was so profound. He was talking about how his car, somebody pulled out in front of it, crossed the center line, and he knew. I mean, he was going 70 miles an hour or whatever. He knew in that split second, that was it. And as they hit, it's just like the momentum of the hit. He just came right out and was looking down on the whole thing, the whole situation. Watched them work on the body, which he had zero attachment to. Zero. Every single one of them says when they're crossed over, when the essence of what you are leaves the body, there's no attachment to this. Doesn't matter at all what happens to it. There's no, but when we believe we are in it, there's pain. Now, pain is showing you that you're attached to it. Hi, Jennifer. Thank you for being here. Good morning. So, as you start to recognize, am I this body? With the idea that I am this body and all the thoughts is painful. It is painful. Every single thought is taking you away from now, where there is nothing wrong. Zero. Nothing is ever wrong in now. There's no problem. The only problems are from the past and the future. The future, oh my God, something bad's going to happen. I'm not going to have enough money. I'm not going to be able to do what I want to do. I'm not going to be, what? It's not real. That is all imagination. It's literally thought. We only have now. When the future is here, it's now. It's not the future. So all of that worry, keeping yourself up at night, believing those thoughts, your body is telling you it isn't true. Come back to now. The minute you focus on breathing, brings you right back to now. When I sit in my closet at home and just breathe, I focus. Okay, there's a focusing. It's hard to say I focus. There's a focusing on, like when I close, when the eyes are closed, there's a concentration behind here. It's like a dark, like I guess they call it the third eye. I don't know, but there's a concentration there and a breathing of now, and there's no thought, and it's expanding. When there's no thought, there's clarity, because thought is confusion and worry and fear and upset. Your body is letting you know that you are you're caught up in thoughts, which is not who you are. And the thoughts can come and go without being attached to them. They can just go like a ticker tape. Well, because that's what they are. It's constantly going. sometimes, like last night, I was awake, but it was like a dream of something. I can't, when I, when I, when I woke up, I didn't really sleep, but I was taken off in some strange dream, but I was awake. It was that's never happened before. But it was cool. I don't know. I could not. The thoughts take you away from the present moment. Exactly. You know that. And when you recognize you are in a thought by your being upset. Oh, right. Now, what am I thinking and believing in this moment that's causing me pain? Somebody else can be doing something to me, what it seems like to me, and the mind is going to be upset. The thought right there, you can feel the upset. They, right then, it's your temple bell to let you know that you're thinking, you're in the thoughts, you're attached to the thoughts. Right now, there is nothing. It's just what is. And then the avatar, this body and mind, goes through life doing its thing without attachment to anything. Every attachment we have, like say a grandson, granddaughter's kids, whatever, the attachment, painful because you believe they're separate from you and they can die or go away. That's the worst pain. The worst pain is being so attached to somebody that you need them for your sustenance. That's the worst pain on this earth, I swear to God. The attachment. That's why they talk about letting go, because that's the belief in separation. You cannot be detached from anybody because that spirit, that essence of what's making all of this happen is not confined. It's in everything. God, if you want to call it. It is everything. There's no separation. Our minds chop it up. I'm a body, you're a body, and I need you for survival. That's not true. That's feel it. Like when mom and dad passed. I keep coming back to that because I feel they're with me. That I don't feel like they went anywhere. I have pure, when I think of them, the love, the God that they were is the God love that I am and that all of you are. You can feel that. The body feels uninterrupted when you feel love. The minute you feel judgment for somebody doing something wrong, it makes you separate from them. But you're really judging yourself. Whenever you point the finger at somebody doing life wrong, you are in thoughts of, I'm doing something wrong. When you realize that you are that love, it doesn't matter what anybody does because it doesn't mean anything to you, to who you really are. It doesn't mean a damn thing. You can just flow with it. They can be them. You can be you in this, the you, the free you, the spirit you, the one that doesn't need to put things in boxes, the one that just flows like the river, just flowing. Your body knows when you're in the flow, and when you're in the now and constant, the eternal now, because now is not a segment, it's eternal. It's a so hard. Okay, it's not hard. It's like the waves on the water. Oh, maybe I should show you. Look at this. I don't know if you can see that, but oh my God. It's been easy to be in the flow here because it's been 80 degrees. Well, it's been 40s and 50s in the morning. So I dress warm, but down to bathing suit in the afternoon. It's been 80s every day, pure sunshine. Ah, not hard to love, be in love and gratitude. Gratitude and love, same vibration. When you are grateful, when your gratitude is felt in this body. Okay, when you're in the thoughts, when you're believing this body and mind, when you're believing the thoughts, it feels uncomfortable. And it takes away, there's no gratitude for anything. Imagine the miraculousness of this body and what it gets you to experience. You get to experience all of, oh my God, I think about Florida, the palm trees, the water. We're all surrounded by water down there, just like here. I never realized how much water is water is a thing. This body and mind loves water. um, and it just feels amazing to be around it in nature. Nature isn't in thoughts of worrying about tomorrow. They see the abundance. We automatically want to feed the animal, the bird, the fish, the whatever, but they don't need they have abundance of food. That's our stuff because we have that lack thinking but also it brings them to us. I love it when I feed my fish leftover bread. But nature doesn't worry about tomorrow. And we are nature. We are that. There's no separation between us and nature. We are the wind. We are the water. We are the flow. That flow, you can feel it. You know it. It feels so good. And when you're not, when you're feeling uptight, just tune in. What am I thinking? Your body's letting you know. What am I thinking and believing right now? Oh, right. He should be doing this. She should be doing it different. Can you just be? Surrender. Don't resist. Breathe and don't resist. I was talking with Jeannie's cousin last night, Dave. Just love these people. My God. So much fun. Anyway, Dave was saying, basically, he was saying, it's resisting. Don't resist. Even he knew. He's like, don't resist. Anything we resist causes us suffering. Resistance. Full stop. Don't. Ah. Anyway, oh shoot. That shit. I wanted to that kindness thing. It's about understanding humanity, empathy, and the interconnectedness of all beings. Interconnectedness of all beings. When we feel separate, everything else is separate. We're believing the thought. Kindness is emotional intelligence in action. Ooh, that's so beautiful. Isn't it? When you're in the flow, you can't help but be kind. It's just part of it. Without even trying. It's not trying. It's automatic. It's the ability to connect with others on a soul level, which is what yesterday I met two kids, which is cousin. Anyway, they just had a baby. They're the same age as my grandson, basically. They're 6 months difference. And what they've gone through as a couple. Hi, Justin. Happy Sunday to you, too. Mom. It's funny how you guys call it mom. Call us mom. I love it. It's endearing. Oh yeah. Justin is the one who shared this kindness thing. Right? Chima. Justin is what I call it. His name is Justin, and that sounds him calling me mom. I call him Justin. Anyway, he's the one that posted this, and I could not share it. While knowledge fills the mind, kindness fills the heart. And when you're coming from your heart, it's just automatic to be kind. It's love shared. The oneness that we are shared. It shows that you not only understand the world, but you know how to make it better. Well, that's another thing. The world, each person, the I that you believe you are, is having a different world. Your world is different. My world's different from your world. My world's different from everybody's having a different world. It's the person's idea of it, and how we are conditioned as kids is what's the world that we see, but it's not what the world really is. It's only by how we are thinking and believing it to be. Does that make sense? Because it's only being shown to us for us. Each thing, like this thing that happened with last week, being able to own how what was it? How horrible I am. This I can be all of it. I could be Hitler, because if I'm believing a thought that all Jews are bad and they need to die, if that's a belief, that's the world I'm going to see. And I'm going to want to eradicate. That's why I know this is not an easy one to, that mind is going to fight with this, but Hitler is innocent. So is Donald Trump. And so is Biden. They are innocent. Because if you judge somebody as wrong, you're judging yourself, because we're not separate. I learned this at Byron Katie. She got us to see. That was the deepest, most profound teaching, is that when you see the innocence of somebody else, including Hitler, because he didn't kill any people. Each spirit, bodies, yes, bodies died. And when you look at, there are victims, all those Holocaust, they were victims. Your ego's gonna be like, he was a horrible person. You're not separate from him, and it hurts to judge him as wrong. I don't know if I've ever gone here before, but it is the truth. Nobody's hurting here. These bodies, they're literally imagination. They're part of the imagination. They're not real. Neither is the world. The world isn't real. It's being projected from your mind. A baby knows nothing of a world. There is no world for a baby. There is no body for a baby till it starts learning. This is the nose. This is my mouth. This is my. As we take on the my, I, me, pain starts. A baby's just bebopping through life. No worries. bumps into something, it hurts, cries, gets over it. There's no, you did this to me, or this is wrong, this shouldn't have happened. That's all mind. Whew. Wow, I did not know. I had no, I woke up last night thinking, what the hell am I going to talk about? Oh my God. And Justin's thing just, kindness benefits not only others, but also yourself. As you're kind to you, to others, you're kind to you. Have you ever noticed those thoughts hurt? You're not being kind to you. When you are in those thoughts, it hurts and you're hurting yourself. And then you project it onto other people. So that projection last weekend of what I did so wrong, I see. That's the only way they could see it. Their anger and blaming me for, they thought it should have gone a certain way and it didn't. So the frustration was, you did this, you bad. It was perfect for me. Perfection for me to see that I didn't do anything wrong because I'm not doing it. This is their opportunity too to go inside and see that anyone you hate or project venom at, you're hurting you. Or you could see, oh, I'm blaming. I'm blaming again. It's not about them. This is to show me something about me. You have the opportunity, every opportunity. Take it, use it. The energy you put into the world through acts of compassion returns to you in ways you may never expect. Or your mind is gonna, it could say, because I'm kind, I get to come up here to Brown Lake and see the color of the trees are changing. Beautiful. But I don't, that's the mind quantifying it, saying, because I'm kind, I get. No, that's all mind. The who you really are doesn't need any quantifying of anything. It doesn't need, because of this is how. No, that's all this. Is that under? Can you understand that? I don't get no feedback from you guys. Well, Cynthia, a little bit. In a world focused on competition, returns to you. Wait, it takes wisdom to choose kindness, because we are taught to compete. Well, our minds feel like, I need to win. I need to be right. You're wrong. I'm right. Like if somebody said, I ate some lobster yesterday, but it was really clams that they ate. I believe it was clams they ate. Would I need to correct them and say, you didn't eat lobster, you ate clam? See how your mind, feel how your mind wants to be right. Can you just let it be? You don't need to be right. It doesn't take anything away from you to just be. Okay, they believe it's lobster and it's clam. Okay, in their world, it could be. It could be lobster. My world is clams. Doesn't mean they have to be the same. It doesn't have to be the same. You don't have to be right. But see how much it wants to be right. Ooh, it's so, you're in your thoughts, which is not who you are, when you need to be right, instead of just going with the flow. Kindness is not a sign of weakness. It's a reflection of inner strength and spiritual maturity. Ooh, love it. By choosing to be kind, you tap into the highest form of intelligence, the intelligence of the heart and soul, which is what we really are. That's it. Isn't that beautiful? I love that quote. That whole thing was just mm. Feels complete. That feeling of tingling. Have you ever noticed that aliveness in your body? Because we're focused on our minds so much that we don't even feel the sensations in our bodies. The sensations in our bodies come up and we label them. The mind labels them. I'm angry. I'm frustrated. I'm blah, 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 blah. But the tingling, I love feeling it in my fingers, then I can feel it all through. That's the aliveness, the nothingness that we are. What we really are, that isn't born and it doesn't die. It is not born and it's not on a timeline. There is no time. Only time is only quantified by the mind, the me. Birth and death. Ugh, how uncomfortable is that? I'm gonna die. You're not gonna die. This body's gonna drop, but who you are does not. Just listen to one video of a near-death experience. Just one. There are millions of people who have died and come back now. It changes their life completely because they know they're not going to die. And they just accept life as it is. There's no fighting life anymore because there's no fear. No fear. Imagine living life with no fear. It's happened in my life quite a few times. But it isn't sustained. And I don't want it to be a goal, because that's portraying that it's not here now. We are that nothing and everything at the same time. It's nothing because it can't be quantified by the mind, but it is everything. It's not separate from the water, the computer. It's not separate. It can't be separate. There's no separation. Wow, this was beautiful. And it was all for me. For Lori, the Lori me, to understand, to embody. I'm not any different than you. No different. Just got this message after awakening at age 35, and it's just deepening. And I still get stuck in the mind. I still am attached. It's not a complete, I don't even know, oneness and love. Yeah, it's the same thing. Love. That's being right is from the mind. Just loving and knowing you don't have to be right. You don't have to be in that state of competition and being right. Because that's inside. Feels awful inside. And that's your temple bell to let you know. Oh, I'm identified with this mind again. And it's okay. It's okay. Don't let it beat you up. Don't believe the thoughts of, I'm in the mind again. Oh my God, there's something wrong with me. There's nothing wrong. Okay, I'm all done. Thank you, thank you, thank you all. And if you're watching this, wow, last time was the biggest one. It was 400 and something. Wow. Oh, I just want to spread this love. And if any of you, I'm just grateful, so grateful that you entertained this idea, this that there is a different way, that there is something else, that we don't have to be identified with these bodies and minds. Thank you. Thank you for listening. I love you. Mwah. Have a great week.